You know, the most important thing with making cocktails is balance. I really take either a chef's approach or what I would think more is like a winemaker's approach to making cocktails. You know, when you taste a wine, you don't want alcohol to be heavy, you don't want oak to be heavy, you don't want the tannins to be overpowering, you want everything in harmony. I like the taste of alcohol, but what I don't want to taste is the ABV, the alcohol by volume. I don't want to taste that heat that comes. I would like to taste the taste of the spirit, but I don't want to taste the heat. So that is, you know, what I try to constantly work on and teach my guys here at PX and Eve is when you make cocktails, make sure they're in harmony, they're in balance. So my name is Todd Thrasher. I have 3 bars. One is PX where we are right now, which is a little cocktail bar, 30 seats. And then we have a bar restaurant called the Majestic in Alexandria, Virginia. And we have another place called Restaurant Eve, which is the fancy restaurant. It's also in Old Town Alexandria. All the bars and restaurants are within 6 square blocks of each other, so it makes it easy to walk up and down the street. The focus here at PX is definitely my own creations. We have a list of roughly 18 cocktails on the menu, and it changes weekly. We do have My Wife's Manhattan and a Pisco Sour that I like to drink. Those are kind of the only 2 classics on the menu here. Everything else is across the board, innovative, you know, probably not crazy in the style that, you know, molecular gastronomy or molecular mixology. I used to really be into that. Now I just use it as kind of a little garnish and things like that. But all farm driven, all fresh ingredients driven. We don't use any sodas. We make our own. We make cola. We make Sprite. We make tonic water. We make orange soda. We make everything here. Everything gets juiced daily. Gets used in other ways the next day. Use it, whether it's ice cubes or things like that. We just juice for enough for the shift. You can't be local all the time. I mean, that's impossibility to think we can use everything as locally as we want. I mean, in the wintertime, there's nothing around here in the wintertime. But I think it does allow you to step outside that box of, I have lemon juice, I have lime juice, I have grapefruit juice. It allows you to explore other things and to look at other ways to use local ingredients like the currants, the blueberries, the blackberries, amazing huckleberries right now from Virginia. There's just so many other things that you can use, and you know, it really does test the boundaries of the bar and kind of eschews the boundary from bar to kitchen or kitchen to bar, because it allows you, if you're just a little bit nosy and you go into the kitchen to see what they're doing with their vegetables and fruits and things like that, you can pull it into into what you're doing at the bar. One of the biggest things I've always wanted to use in cocktails, corn. I'm from Maryland. The Eastern Shore has the best silver cream corn in the world. And this year I just, was watching Chef dealing with corn, and I'm like, if he can get that corn without all the texture in it, I can do it too for a cocktail. And that's one of the things I use, kind of play on White Lightning. I used the Wasserman's Rye Spirit with corn and cinnamon, and I've just made a corn water with Wasserman's Rye Spirit. And I mean, it really, makes you think outside the box of what you can actually put in a glass, and most importantly, what tastes good and people will actually like.